A cloud giant just shipped something new for AI. And the surprise is what they left out on purpose. No account, no SDK, no database, nothing to lock you in. Just a folder of markdown files. Google Cloud is calling it the Open Knowledge Format, or OKF, an open vendor neutral specification that takes the LLM-wiki pattern and turns it into a portable, interoperable format for representing metadata, context, and curated knowledge for AI systems. And the strange part isn't the spec, it's the posture. OKF is explicitly a format rather than a platform. It's not tied to any specific cloud, database, model provider, or agent framework, and it never asks for a proprietary account or SDK to read, write, or serve. So what's Google actually playing at? Here's the problem OKF is aimed at. The knowledge your AI systems need is scattered all over the place. It's sitting in data catalogs, in wikis, in code repositories, in shared drives. And every one of those has its own shape, its own owner. OKF's move is to represent all of it in one common markdown format and to draw a clean line between who authors the knowledge and who consumes it. You write it once in a neutral format and any consumer can read it. So how does it actually work? An OKF bundle is just a directory of markdown files. Each file is one concept, a table, a dataset, a metric, a playbook. The file path is the concept's identity, and each file has two parts. A small block of structured fields up top, things like type, title, and a timestamp, and a plain markdown body underneath where all the rich context lives. Structured enough to query, plain enough to read in any text editor. And this isn't a slide deck. OKF shipped as V01 from Google Cloud. But here's the part that matters more. Google published reference implementations and sample data on GitHub. There's an enrichment agent that walks a BigQuery dataset. There's a static HTML visualizer that renders a bundle as an interactive graph. And there are sample bundles built from public datasets. You can clone it and run it today. Now here's where it gets interesting, and here's the analysis. Google could have wrapped all of this in a product. A managed knowledge service, an account, an SDK, a per-seat bill. Instead, they shipped a format that's deliberately not tied to any cloud, database, model provider, or agent framework. And that never requires a proprietary account to read, write, or serve. Think about what that means next to the scattered knowledge problem. By separating who authors knowledge from who consumes it, and by keeping the format neutral, Google is choosing not to be the gatekeeper of your knowledge layer. And that's a strange thing for a cloud vendor to give away, worth sitting with for a second. And notice that version number, V01. Google is positioning OKF as an early starting point, not a finished standard, something meant to evolve as more producers and consumers show up. Now, that's usually framed as a weakness. Here, it's the point. An early, still-forming format is one you can actually shape. If the format for how AI knowledge gets represented is still being written, then the people who show up now, authoring bundles, building consumers, filing issues, get a say in what it becomes. Unfinished just means open to influence. So let's answer the question we opened with. Why refuse to lock you in? Read it as strategy, and it looks like this. A format that costs nothing to adopt and demands no allegiance is the easiest thing in the world to say yes to. No account to create, no vendor to bet on, and a V0.1 that's explicitly built to evolve as more producers and consumers turn up, is designed to spread by adoption, not by sales. In a standards fight, the portable option that asks for nothing can win the whole ecosystem precisely because it asks for nothing. That's not the absence of a strategy. That is the strategy. Format, not platform, isn't modesty. It's the whole play. Which brings us to you. Because OKF is version 0.1, built to evolve as more producers and consumers emerge. This is that rare window where reading the thing actually matters. Go find the reference implementations and sample data on GitHub, the BigQuery enrichment agent, the HTML graph visualizer, and the sample bundles. Clone a bundle. Open one markdown file. See whether a format, not a platform, holds up when you're the one reading it. Standards get decided early, and this one is still being written. If this was useful, subscribe to Neural Stack. We go deep on this stuff.